So a streamer named Sliker ended up in a CoffeeZilla tweet and trending on Twitter, which is a combination nobody wants. And it turns out he was scamming other streamers and his own viewers out of tons of money that is totaling up somewhere around $300,000 or more by now. I think CoffeeZilla is going to come out with a video kind of going down that rabbit hole and finding all of the money and trying to get a more exact number on how much money he scammed people out of, but it is multiple six figures at least. A creator called Luke AFK, I think, has the biggest loss to him, saying that he let him borrow $27,000 thinking that he was just helping him out.
I don't know what to do. I lost 27,000 from giving a lens to Sliker. I thought I could trust him.
But these are some of the messages that he sent to people like streamers who are now obviously replying with their messages here, saying that, you know, this guy says Happy Nazis officially joined the team scammed by Sliker. And this is the message that he wrote to him on Discord. He's asking him for money, and this Mendo asking him if you owe the money to the mafia or what. And his story that he typically went down was saying, I owe the government money, the bank account's locked because the government says something wasn't paid in taxes, and he's getting it sorted out. It's going to be a couple months, and he just needs some money to get by. That was his big story. And you can see through these messages, Mendo ended up sending him 842 pounds, which I think he actually said it was more than that. In these messages, just over $1,000 he ended up sending him. And the funny part here is he says, I'll start writing the twit longer, because he's making fun, like they're making fun of the fact of a scam going on, when in reality a scam was actually going on. Some other guys also coming out with their messages here from Sliker, doing the exact same thing, saying his approach to saying most of these Twitch streamers would look at me differently. I'm embarrassed. I don't want it to get out. Don't tell anybody. So he would have probably got away with this if he just kept it to streamers, but he ran out of streamers because obviously you can't keep going back to the same people. They're not going to keep giving you money, and when you're not paying them back, and he had to go out to viewers, which was his big mistake. Going out to viewers is where he collapsed it all, because the viewers started to realize that he asked a different viewer for money, and another viewer realized, wait, he asked me for money too. All of a sudden, they're starting to put the dots together and say, why is he asking all these viewers for money? And actually ended up doing a stream to address everything and talk about it. And this was him kind of coming out saying that he admits to scamming people.
Every single day, taking off these innocents, viewers from streamers, viewers that don't even fucking work, man. Viewers that don't even work. Viewers that would need it because they're going to school, and I'm being stupid. It would stack on stack and stack. People outside I'd borrow from in real life.
So in reality, he can say that he feels bad and was guilty when he was doing it and doesn't like that he did it, but ultimately he did it. No one made him, forced him to go out and scam people and ask them for money, knowing that his plan was to throw it at an online casino and see if he could double it and ultimately end up losing all the money. And a lot of people saying, you know, like he really can't defend himself. A lot of people are trying to defend him, saying gambling addiction and he's human doing all this stuff. But in reality, he made the conscious decision to go scam people, to take viewers' money, to go out to streamers and try and manipulate them. And when you look at this, maybe he could be trying to manipulate everyone again to try and make him feel bad for him, because he is a streamer. He knows what he's doing online. So maybe he feels terrible. Maybe he'll end it. Hopefully he'll stop this, and all this publicity will probably make it pretty hard for people to end up giving him money now, which is probably a good thing. And there's a video of him that he sent to a viewer that has come out now of him asking for money. You can say saying his bank account's locked. He's trying to stick to the same story. And this kind of goes against him, saying how bad he felt because he put together the whole plan to make it as manipulative, to pull on someone's emotions, to get them to send him money. It wasn't just asking people for money and seeing if they would. It was a thought out way to try and get them to feel like they were helping him to give him money.
Typhoon, what's up, baby? I hope you don't hate me on this. It's so cringe, and I'm cringe for asking my brother. Please do not hate me. Please, keep it personal as well. Basically, my bank account got locked. This has happened for like 3-4 days. I've been asking around people. Sadly, today, well, tomorrow is the last day until my credit starts getting fucked up. It got locked out, and I was looking for people that actually work and that I could ask if I could borrow from, and I'll pay back. Genuinely, give me 2 months and I can pay back. If you can't, no worries, my brother. If you can, but please, don't feel forced to say yes. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get in the call to do this. I feel genuinely embarrassed. I've asked a few streamers, they couldn't help, and yeah, I don't mind it. It's okay. So I just went out, asked a few subs I've noticed, and yeah, that's why I also asked for your age, because I
He pretty well thought out kind of plan on what he's saying his bank account's locked, saying that it's going to start affecting credit, and that's a big problem for some reason, and that he's tried reaching out to streamers, but he's just so embarrassed, and he's putting in there that he's embarrassed to try and get people not to say that they're giving him money or not to say that he's asking them for money. That's just another way to try and tug on them, to be like, try and make them so they don't talk. The problem is it worked with the streamers, because the streamers will say, okay, he's in a tough spot, I'll help him out and we'll just see what happens. But with viewers, that the care isn't really there. So once they started to talk and realize that this viewer was asked for money and this viewer was asked for money, and they started to look at each other and said, hold on a minute, why did he ask you for money and me for money? What's going on here? And now all of a sudden the whole thing unraveled. Possibly the worst part of everything here, the scamming was terrible. It was obviously the wrong thing to do, a bad thing, and a lot of people are upset about that, as they should be. But the worst part of this story is right here, where Trainwrecks gave him $100,000 to pay off all of the debt. Trainwrecks gave him that money, told him, it's fine, don't pay me back, but don't ever talk to me again, which is acceptable response from Trainwrecks. He did give him $100,000 to pay off all the other debts and said, don't worry about the money, but don't talk to me again, which should have taken care of this whole situation. But it seems like Sliker threw that all away and probably gambled the 100,000 too.
Trainwrecks, I would message him. I'd be like, bro, I'm in a situation, and he gave me like $150,000. No, sorry, not 150, $100,000. And I know people are gonna be like, the people I owe, you're gonna be like, what? I have borrowed in a month. I had to pay 50,000. In a month, I would have to pay someone 50,000.
And Trainwrecks backed up this claim that he gave him 100 grand and basically told him, don't talk to me again, in his own stream.
Yeah, I gave him a lot of money. USD. Just a gift. Like I literally said, just give it, straight gift. And I wasn't happy about it. Like, don't get me wrong. I wasn't like, oh, no. I was like, listen, like, get your shit together. I'm pissed. We're done, though. That was the trade-off. It was like, we're done.
But to end this with maybe a little bit better news is XQC is saying he'll team up. Originally, he said in this clip that he was going to team up with Trainwrecks, if Trainwrecks wanted to go 50-50 on getting everyone who got scammed their money back. And goes through, like, they're going to make sure that you have evidence and you have to prove that you got scammed, and they're going to try and give everyone their money back. I think whatever happened with Trainwrecks, I don't know what happened there, but he did tweet out saying, he's aware of the Silk situation, said that he is teaming up with Ludwig ultimately to try our best to get money back to those people. This is about victims, only them. This will take time. It's about $300,000. Crazy that he racked up 300 grand from streamers and viewers just to gamble it all away. A lot of people are saying that this is a wrong way of doing things that XQC and Ludwig are going to try and do, because ultimately Sliker doesn't get held accountable for his actions, and people are worried he's going to do it again. I don't think he's going to be able to do it again, really, because if he goes asking people for money, everyone's going to know, like, no, I'm not giving you money. Look what you did in the past. So that should be one positive out of it. But ultimately, they're trying to help the victims and people who got scammed out of their money. But ultimately, what they're doing or trying to do is a good thing. It's not supposed to help Sliker out. It's supposed to help the people who lost their money to him. And Ludwig here talks about time for Twitch to do something about gambling streams, which I would completely agree with. Ludwig is on the right track, and a lot of people who are against the gambling streams, including me, it's such a wrong move. Gambling streams, it should be obvious by now, but those streamers that get paid to gamble every month, they are getting paid the ridiculous amounts of money, like Trainwrecks, who probably gets paid millions of dollars a month. The reason he gets paid millions a month is because the casino makes more millions than they pay him per month. The casino is the only winner in this whole gambling thing. Even the people that are getting paid to gamble are losing the money they're gambling. They're not up money. They're not making any money. They're losing all of their money, but they're getting paid from the casino to promote it. So overall, any gambling done is a net negative. But just know, for any gambling, the casino is the only guaranteed winner.